So today we're going to make our way through derivatives of trigonometric functions. So we can see here, if we have this function, then these are the corresponding derivatives. Okay? Now notice here it's sine of x. That's the only time we can use this table. If it's anything else, okay, if it's some other function, then we have to use these rules, set of rules here. So let's get straight into it. We're going to differentiate this. We're going to differentiate term by term. This is our first term. This is our second term. And so we can go straight away dy and dx. That's going to be 2x. And this one is going to be, take away 2. The 2 is just going to hang out there. And the derivative of sine x is cos of x. Okay, just using the table there. Okay, for number B, we've got ln of 3x squared times sine of the square root of x. So here we need to use the product rule because we have times. Ln of 3x squared, and b will be sine of x to the half. Now with u here, we cannot pull that squared out the front. Okay, we can't do that because it doesn't belong to the 3, it only belongs to the x. If it belonged to both of them, it would be outside the bracket, and then we can pull it out the front. So u dash, then, it's ln of a function, so the function goes at the bottom, and at the top we have the derivative of the denominator. Okay, the derivative of 3x squared is 6x. That can be simplified, you can cancel an x, but we won't do so here because we're differentiating without simplifying. Okay, we've got b is sine of x to the half. That's sine of a function. So now we need to use this rule here. It's going to be f dash of x. First we need to differentiate that. Half x to the minus half. Okay, that's the f dash of x part. And then that is multiplied by cos of x to the half. Okay, cos of the function. Okay, we've got u dash, we've got v dash. Let's smash it all together. Done. U dash, v dash. No simplification required. Okay, let's move on to C. We've got cos of ln of x. So we've got cos of a function. So that means we need to use this rule here. Firstly, we're going to have, we've got y, so we're going to dy and dx. Firstly, we have the derivative of the function. Derivative of ln x is 1 on x. Negative because there's a negative there. Okay, negative, the derivative of the function, and then times by sine of the function. Alright, that one's done. So, negative f dash of x, sine f of x. Okay, and then for d, we've got tan of a function, tan of f of x. So the derivative, we can jump straight to the derivative. Okay, when we differentiate e to the x, we get e to the x. So that's what's going at the top of the fraction. And in the denominator, we have cos squared of e to the x, cos squared of the function. Just so you remember, sine squared of x equals sine of x squared. Sine cubed of x equals sine of x to the power of 3. So we can differentiate that using the chain rule. A couple of identities, just to remind you guys. Sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1. And then the other one is tan x is sine x on cos x. So they may pop up throughout this exercise. Alright, so let's get into derivatives of trig functions.